Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Back with another shark movie review. I know there's a lot of them. I found there's a lot out there now. There's one with Alicia Silverstone I got to review soon. This one was original on Shudder. I know John has Shudder and stuff like that, and we were looking through, and then the shark movie he passed by because he's not as big on the shark movies as I am. It was it was a sequel to The Reef. Now I remember years back, there used to be a horror channel called Horror Nymphs. And they would show trails and stuff like that. I remember they had trail for Frankenstein's Army, and I did I remember I left a thing saying it'd be cool if the soundtrack was done by Rammstein. I got a whole bunch of comments and stuff like that. I don't know if Horror Nymphs is still around. I think I asked someone what happened to Horror Nymphs, and they said they changed to some other channel. I can't remember what it was. But they had ones for the Reef on there. A trailer for it, and I finally saw it in 2018 or something like that. It was made in Australia. It was like a different take on open water, like they're stuck out there and the sharks coming to get them. Well, anyways, they did a sequel finally 10 years later called The Reef Stalked. Basically starts these three girls. I mean, it's set in Australia again, and that's a good setting because Australia, there's lots of sharks in Australia. And also a lot of other poisonous creatures out there. I get way back in the day, Walmart used to have these displays of DVDs from a place called Digiview. My dad was called Digiview, and they'd be $1. And some of it'd be movies and stuff like that. Sometimes not. Sometimes cartoons, and some they had nature shows on. And they had one called Australia's Most Deadly or something like that, with all these creatures and stuff that could kill you with the venom and stuff. And that's, you're getting that, doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom. But it was an interesting video, right? And, anyways, it was set in Australia. Australia's probably for sharks, but it was just, the stuff in this one is stuff on land, venomous. And, sharks aren't venomous. They're just hangry. They're very hangry. You know? And this revolves around a group of four girls. And, they were going to scuba diving, and this one guy was going to pick up the one girl that was end up being his sister, and he found that, they see he's young there and stuff like that. And he calls this one girl to come back to his place, said, she made me do it, she made me do it. And then you see her drowned in the bathtub, because he was very abusive, like Miller. And he abused his, verbally abusive, and then he ended up drowning the girl in the bathtub. And she had PTSD from this. And then all of a sudden you see 9 months later. Oh, and then she's with her younger sister and stuff like that, right? And so that gives a human interest to the story already, which makes it interesting. She has PTSD from this, of course, PTSD. And she goes, 9 months later, she goes to this reunion of some of her friends that she hadn't seen since then, because I guess she left the country after that. She didn't go to the funeral or anything like that. That's why you don't find out till later. And these girls want to do something to celebrate their friend, and they said it was a dream trip that she had to go to this island. It's like they're kayaking, and they go to this island, and then spend some time there, and then go to another island, like a 3-day trip that's a big resort type thing, right? And they're going to kayak there. And then they encounter a shark. I don't want to give away any more. There's a lot more to the story, but I don't want to I say, I don't like giving away big plot lines. That's why, a certain person, J.K. Crave said, well, he said, that has no, he watched some of my movies and said, no, I had no interest in them. Well, you weren't going to fucking watch it anyways, right? He said he wanted me to put movie clips. I'm not doing that. I'll get struck by YouTube, dumbass. He doesn't, because he was an asshole. That's why I'm no longer friends with the bastard, Anyways, the story is great. It's really gripping. It's right up there with Shark Bait, but Shark Bait, whenever it went to the nighttime, it just lost me because you could tell the stuff was filmed in a studio pool. It kind of took me out of the movie, but this one's all in the daytime, and it's wonderful. It's really good. I highly recommend. It's called Reef. It's called the Reef Stalked. And I give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's fantastic. So, I highly recommend it. It's on Shudder. I saw some called F Movies, though. My friend told me about. But it was wonderful. It was really good. So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my legion. Ouch! I'm hungry.